Hello my friends, it's Andy over at the Facebook Live TV show, and I'm going to be demonstrating, and I forgot where my camera is on my iPad. I'm using my iPad right now. I normally don't use that, is it? Wow, where is my camera? I already forgot where it's at. It is right there. All right, so now I know where to look. I haven't used it in so long, but what I'm going to do is demonstrate and test Switcher Studio. And it's been a while since I used it. At the last Mastermind Retreat, which is now called the Business Accelerator Group, I demonstrated, and now I'm remembering, I believe it was in Carmel when I first started testing it out, but it didn't nearly have the features it has now. And so I'm very pleased. Oh, I forgot, I'm looking at this camera up there. I should actually go to this one. Sorry. Let's go to this one here. I'm going to get rid of that lower third so I can control lower thirds with my iPad, which is here right in front of me. I don't have a camera. Maybe I can move my other camera over here in just a minute to kind of show you what that looks like, so you can see what actually the switcher looks like. But let me show you some of the features that it has in it. Now, of course, I already did forget which camera I was looking at. But this is my iPad camera, and this is what I'm using for the assets, in other words, the different cameras that I have. So I have a 3-camera shot set up, and actually kind of a 4th if you really think about it, which is my laptop, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So one of the first cameras I'm going to go to is, it's one of the coolest things. I have an Osmo, and I have a DJI Osmo, and I have not been able to use it as much as I like to, but now I finally have a use for it, and that is with Switcher. And so I'm going to go ahead and switch over to that camera now. And actually, let me change to not Dissolve, sorry. Let me change over to Dissolve. That way it looks better when I switch over. But you're looking at the camera. It's up here on a shelf inside my garage. So now you're looking at a view from a greater distance than this close-up camera. The mic is coming from my iPad, which is right over here. So now you see my iPad, which is right in front of me on a stand that I got from Amazon. And the camera is which is my phone, which is my my secondary phone, my iPhone. And it is about, how far would you say that it is away, Ray? That's about 25 feet maybe. And so it's at a greater distance, but look what I can do. Just by pinching the screen, uh-oh, wait a minute, hold on. Maybe I can't do it when it's live. Hold on, so I'm gonna actually come back to this other camera. I'm still learning, again, this is a little bit of a test. Oh yeah, so maybe it's just in the preview window. So in the preview window, I can actually go back, and now it's a little bit further away. Now you can see my garage, how much busier it is from behind. I wish I could do it from when I'm on screen. I thought I could. I could have sworn that was one of the features, but maybe not. There's my daughter Ray, who's supposed to be resting because she's sick, and she's not. So I'm gonna take it back off of here, and you can actually pan and move it around. So I'm gonna zoom in, and I'm going to pan over to, where can I pan over? I'm gonna pan, let's see. So I can move the camera around so that I get different shots. So that's a little bit of a different shot than before. So this is a little bit of a different shot. Yep.
Just figure that
yep.
out.
So if you go over, Ray, to that door over there, go to the door and just kind of lean up against the door. So I'm going to come back off, and I'm going to go back on. And now I'm going to select that, and now I'm going to find Ray in my garage. Where is she? She's right there. So now, and look at that camera up there. Do you see it there on the upper shelf? Wave to the camera. So now with my Osmo at a distance, I can control it from my iPad. It's outstanding. I love it. It is so great. Now I have my other iPhone, which is on my whiteboard, which I've struggled with my whiteboard with the Black Magic that I bought for $500 or $600. And the resolution I just have not been able to fix. But look at this. This is with my iPhone. And now you can actually see that I'm using my whiteboard here, and you can see what I write. You can see the line. Oh, no, you can't see those lines. Let's try these lines instead. A darker line.
You have to switch it.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Oh, you know, that one froze up. I wonder why that one's frozen up.
Why is it 2?
Uh-oh, no, that camera froze up. Hold on, maybe I ran out of power. Stand by, go ahead and stand there, Ray, and so people, oops, let's switch it over and say hi to my daughter, Ray. Say hi, Ray, where I figure out what's going on with this particular camera. Well, this one turned off for some reason. So let's see.
I don't know where to look.
Let me see, right there at the camera.
That camera?
No, the one right in front of the iPad. So I got to reconnect this camera.
Why am I looking like that? I'm like looking.
Right here is the camera.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So again, this is just a test. Nobody panic about anything here. iPhone. So let me connect to my iPhone now. That's the first. I've been using this now for a couple days and testing it. I'm going to allow. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's better.
All right, so done. All right, let's bring it back. So now I can zoom in even with my fingers on this too, but I just can't pan. All right, there we go. Now you can see it. All right, so this is my whiteboard. There we go. That's a first. I don't know why that happened. And I can,
Yeah, it's better.
I can circle now, and you can actually see that I'm able to now use this whiteboard. Where I was so happy that I had this whiteboard up here. This whole thing magnetic. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
They kind
They kind of don't stick, huh?
yeah, sometimes they fall. That's what was troubling with the black one and the red one. It just kept on falling on the floor.
Oh, that's not good.
That's why I put that little the eraser under them. It's like
you
a
see how
holder.
smart you are. I'm a smart kid.
Do you see how it has a magnet on it? The back? It has a magnet on the top here. Do you look at the
So
top?
look at that. So now you can see my whiteboard.
It says
I
a
am so
magnet. It
pleased.
says a magnet right there.
Oh,
So where
look
the
at that.
magnet is, you put it on.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. There we go. All right, so I can come back to that. Now I also can now see comments. So if you're commenting, I don't know if you're commenting or not. We're going to see this in a minute. We'll come back to my camera here. Hey, Andy. Hey, John North. So yeah, I'm using Switcher. I'm testing it out. Different couple things here. I can now use my Osmo, DJI Osmo, which again is way up here. Let me go ahead and move that over. So I can switch this around. Look at this.
Yeah?
This is so cool. Oh my gosh. There you are up there on my Osmo. I'm able to control everything. I'm able to pan, move around, and I think I can do the facial recognition thing so that when I move, the camera will actually move itself. I think. I will find out that information later on. Again, I can go to my whiteboard and show what's on my whiteboard. I can add let's see if I go back to this camera. I can add a lower third. I can take the lower third off. And now, which I didn't have before, I can share the screen on my desktop. So here is the Switcher website here, and I'm sharing my screen here so you can see my screen on my laptop. Again, I'm controlling this on my iPad, and all of this is happening wirelessly. Nothing is wired into the iPad. This is all happening over the internet. That's amazing. It's amazing. Let me see what it looks like when I use a keynote presentation. So there's a keynote presentation. I'm going to go ahead and make it go. I'm going to make it go live. Yeah, they can see my text coming in. I got a bunch of stuff coming in. So if I make that big, nice. So there is my PowerPoint presentation, actually keynote presentation. I'm going to scroll through, and you can see this is classical conditioning.
Shouldn't you look at that and then?
I'm just looking at it at work. I want to make sure and see what people are seeing there. So operant conditioning. This is obviously a dog training course that I put on about dog training.
Oh, I saw that.
Consequence shaping behavior, partial schedule of reinforcement, blah, blah, blah. I need to change the wording of that now that I'm looking at it again. Yeah, I have no video on this one, but I'm going to show you a video in a second. So there you go. So that's an interesting one. If you like this, if you like human behavior and understand, Albert Bandura, he did something called the Bobo Doll Experiment. You're going to want to look that up. Go ahead and this is even related to business and marketing. Understand this when you're teaching people that Bandura, through this study, realized that people have to have 4 of these things going on in order to learn. So to learn, you must have, of course, pay attention. That obviously makes sense, right? But somebody must be paying attention. So you have to grab people's attention. You know, when we talk about shooting video and that kind of stuff, you have to grab people's attention and have their attention. So important, or else they're not going to learn what it is you have. They're not going to learn what it is they need to buy from you if they're not paying attention, right? They must have a memory. Most people have a memory, but, you know, that's one thing they must have. That's also probably obvious to some, but I'm telling you, these are the 4 things they must have. They must be able to imitate what it is you do. There are people that simply can't imitate what it is you do, and so those are the people that probably never quite get started because they're having difficulty imitating whatever it is you're doing. So you have to make it easy for them to imitate. Start with the lowest common denominator and get them to understand how to imitate something very slight, very small, and then possibly move them up to the more difficult things that you want them to imitate. And then, of course, they need to be motivated. You must find people in a motivated frame of mind. So in order for people to learn, Bandura figured out it's through social cognitive theory that they must pay attention, must have a memory, must be able to imitate, and must be motivated. So that's the end of my dog trainer seminar that I give and teaching that I give. So anyway, I didn't mean to do that, but there you go. All right, so now another thing. I showed you a lower third. I showed you that I can share my screen on my computer now. I showed you that my whiteboard is something that can be seen now. I showed you, and Ray did something over there. What'd you do, Ray?
I made a rainbow arrow.
Oh, and then she kicked the camera. All right. Then I showed you that my Osmo, and let me just pan back even a little farther. You can even see more of my garage. And now you can see proof that this is my garage. I try to hide that fact. The green screen part up here that you see, I can actually turn that into a mountain range. I could turn it into a sunny day. I can turn it into somebody, very large peeking over the fence if I wanted to. But I put that green screen up there just to have some fun and that kind of stuff. So if you're seeing that, I wish I could change this here. Actually, can I do it? Oh, there you go. Now you can see it. All right, so I need to have it up in the preview window, and in the preview window, I can actually show you now how I can move it around. And I'm just moving it around with my finger.
How about you go
How
out
cool
and
is
I'll
that?
try to find you.
How cool, how cool is that? No, that's okay, Ray. Ray's joining me here on this broadcast, and I just pinch it with my thumb and forefinger, right?
Can I try?
And I can zoom in. No, Ray. You need the patience. So we used this switcher on my daughter's cooking show last night, and unfortunately, I didn't know how to get it started. So, but we learned how to do that a little bit better.
You
And again,
guys-
you can have this lower third if you want to,
How do you do that?
by just touching the lower third thing right there. You can do it. Yep, that one you can do.
Cool.
How cool is that? All right, I see Nabi, you're commenting in the blue jeans. I'm actually in the Facebook Live TV show. So if you click on that and then come over to the Facebook Live TV show Facebook page, I'll be able to see your comments here in the Facebook Live. I can get to your comments a little bit later on, but this is really cool. All right, I think Nabi, I saw that you're in the Switcher group, the private group.
Why is
so
there
that's really
red
cool.
and blue? It's like split in half.
You know, I'm not sure. I think, because I have it in the
'cause you
preview
have
window
that.
and in the live. Yes, exactly. So let's see, it switches over now. And so now I'm able to go to my whiteboard. All right, now let me show you one more thing here. Oops, sorry about that. I disappeared for a second. So now,
All right.
oops.
It looks like we're
Hold
live.
on. Let me go back to
All
this.
right. So
Hold on. All right, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to show you that now you can run a video. Now, I'm not sure. Hopefully, John, you're still watching. I'm not sure if you're still watching or not. But if you're still watching, can you tell me, because I don't hear sound on this side, but when I played this video, do you hear sound? Because this is something I don't know yet. Obviously, we'll know when I watch the replay. But if you can tell me in the comments, that would be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This is from our cooking show last night. And if you watch it, you can see above the pot is our camera that I position using a clipper, little clippy thing that will be on there. I'm over here. Okay, good. Hey, Nabi. Yeah, I saw that you're in the Switcher user group. I think I saw your name over there, or at least saw your picture as one of the people. But I'm going to run a video now. If you can tell me whether you can hear the sound or not, I think you can. But let me know whether you can hear the
We
sound in this
can't.
video. I'm only going to
We
play,
can't.
maybe 10 or 15 seconds. We can't hear the audio, but I'm going to go ahead and push this and see what happens.
Switch it.
And that's why it's called
all
Switcher.
right. It looks like we're live. Hey, all right. So as
It
you
looks like it's playing
know,
because I see it going
probably
up
if
and
you're
we're not
watching
talking
this, you know that our earlier broadcast went a little haywire, so you didn't get to see us put all the ingredients in there,
No.
and I apologize.
I don't
It was
know.
the,
They probably can't hear
Game's
it.
playing
producer's
in the
fault. I wasn't clicking.
God, love that.
Are you gonna cry? So we're gonna end up showing you what it looks like after it's cooked. So, but now that we know how to use
Come
the
back.
new app a lot more effectively, and I probably should stand over here because I noticed before that my
Right. So as far as I can tell, I think you can hear the audio because I see the
There's like
The
a
wave-
little mic thingy on here.
Oh, you can see and hear it. Hi, Laura. Nice to see you. Well, good. So yeah, so this is Switcher Studio. Again, you can. Let me just go over the things again. My Osmo is connected to my other iPhone, and I can control it and zoom in and pan and go up and down. This is going to be great when I do my Andy on the road stuff. When I go to other people's, I plan on going to a couple of businesses in the community and shoot video and demonstrate to them how they can use Facebook Live and some of the tools that are available to them to do their own Facebook Live TV shows in their company during the business day and show people what's happening, that kind of stuff. So I got a couple of places lined up that I'm going to start to do. So I think this is great to be able to show, maybe have this camera set up so I can pan and show the inside of a restaurant perhaps. or any other type of place going to be doing this type of thing, the panning and showing the inside of the place will look fantastic.
Show a park or something.
Yeah, show even outside, but you have to have an internet connection or the other thing, I forget what it's called.
You can see all the wires that we have around here that we have to go through.
Hey, Jim Lewis, I'm glad you're here. All right, so that's great. That's the Osmo with my iPhone connected to it. I have my other iPhone, which is on the whiteboard, which is right here. And again, I think it's fantastic because I've had such a tough time being able to do stuff on my whiteboard.
And it's blurry and it
showing
looks like there's nothing on
Yeah,
there.
it's blurry. I wish I would have had this when my my other trainer was available, because we shot a bunch of videos and I tried to use the whiteboard, but
nobody could see.
You couldn't see it, and it looked like it had lines in the when I zoomed it looked like it had lines on all the letters, kind of like this, and so it made it very difficult to read. And so, gosh, I wish I would have had this, but it looks so much. iPhone's fantastic, and that was using about $1,000 worth of equipment that I could not see the whiteboard between the camera, the Blackmagic box, the other Blackmagic box that has to be connected so that I could use it to the DSLR, because I was.
Wait, can you move this one too?
No, I can only zoom in. So if I go. If I go here, I can move it out, and now that gives me, so you can even go out a little bit.
Zoom into your face.
Yeah, there you go. So you can be my producer, my director, Ray. Or is it with a producer? Probably producer, right? You can be my producer and zoom in and zoom out. But you can't pan like you can on the Osmo. But look how great that picture is. Not how great, it actually
It's not
doesn't make me
blurry
look any
at all.
better. But the picture looks fantastic. The sound, though, I'm going to have to do, I'll probably connect my iRig to my iPad so that I can have my lavalier on, and that way when I get this far away, the sound probably will sound much better. So that's fantastic there. So okay, so that was going over to the whiteboard. Let's come back to this one here so you can see Ray's beautiful face. Excuse me, Ray. I need to sit down here. And so that's
Wait, is this a mic?
Yeah, but I couldn't get it set up in time to do the show. All right, so this is the iPad shot, whiteboard. This is my desktop. And I'm just going over this again because some people were just joining us. Hey Andy,
There's no
can you
camera?
hook up a Mevo camera to pan around with you? I don't know. I haven't seen that in any of the videos that I've been watching, the training videos. I've not been able to see that. So, but I will find out. I'm hopefully will be invited into that user group that you're in and just ask the question. But I haven't seen that. It looks like you can set up a GoPro, but I forgot how to do that. But I have not seen, as you
we
just
have a lot of comments now.
noted. So you need to mic up for better audio. Yes, I have an iRig, which I didn't set up. I could probably use this Rode, but I don't have anything for this Rode to be on. Let me just connect it here. I don't know if this Rode will make it any better. So this is a shotgun mic.
Hello.
My assistant here. So
It looks kind of.
yeah, it just, I don't have it. If I would have had time to set it up properly, I could maybe set up this Rode and it's connected using.
Instead of going this way,
Hello.
you actually have to go like a weird way. So this way is like going out.
Yes,
This
thank
way
you.
is going out.
Thank you for that, Ray. Thank you for
It's
that.
kind of weird because I get confused about that.
I will set these cameras up a little bit differently. I just wanted to have them set up so you can see them. I have my other camera, which is my Logitech 920
That you always have.
that I always have, which is right in front of me, which, as far as I can tell, cannot be used. Now, I think I can use it through my computer, now that I think about it. I wonder if I'll be able to do that and test that. I'm going to go ahead and take this mic off because I'm tired of holding it.
I could hold it.
Yeah, definitely want to go. Yeah, definitely want to go to cordless mic. I will set that iRig up. I have it. I just didn't bother to set it up. I thought maybe my iPad would have a good enough sound here. I'm going to go ahead and go to Switcher on my computer and
show them.
see. Let me hook up my. Is this my? Hold on. Let's go a little bit farther away so they can kind of see what we're doing here. So Ray, down there, I need that white. Yep, wherever that goes. There we go. So all these wires, I don't quite look like Mike Koenig Studio, but I'm trying to get there.
Wires everywhere, so he doesn't want to play in the garage unless we watch TV.
All right, I'm not sure. It says HD camera, so it's probably only going to use FaceTime HD camera, which is on my computer.
Want to show them?
But let me see. Hold on, Ray. Oh yeah. Hey, look at you. You know exactly what you're talking about, Ray.
Oh, you have to.
It won't let me get bigger there. So here is where it tells you what you probably can't see it. That font's probably pretty small depending on what you're watching it on. But here is the display. So I hit the display, that shows up on my camera. Let me see if I can run. I'm not sure I can run that Logitech without being in another program.
Showing off.
That's okay.
Wait, it doesn't show your hand.
No, because it's
It's in the computer?
here, go to the Logitech settings.
It's in the computer?
Yeah, it's not being used, huh? Wonder if Mevo Live will show up. Let's try that.
Mevo Live, what's that?
Mevo Live is a broadcast software. Thanks for sticking around while I test some of the stuff out. I know that this probably isn't very fun,
Me?
but I'm gonna see. No, the audience. You too, Ray. I love you, Ray.
I like playing with electronics.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can find
switching
my.
things up.
There you go, the webcam. All right. So now that started, and that has started, and that has started.
Oh, it's showing you what we're doing.
Yeah, it's showing me there. Now I got to go back to switcher.
It's showing you up here too, where they can see it.
Yeah, but I
It's
don't think that
showing
it's
you.
going to. No, it's just not going to allow me. So if I add the camera that's on my computer, it's going to use the one that's actually built into my computer. So if I go to cameras and then FaceTime camera, you're going to see
Daddy's face.
my face,
Daddy's face.
which you're probably tired of seeing. Oops, I'm trying to use my mouse to click on it. So this is from my computer now. So literally, you could have, how many cameras do we got going on there, Ray? If you count the desktop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, 5.
Oh, 5.
So yeah. So if you count the desktop, which I don't know if you count
It
that
says right
as a
here,
camera.
1.
I don't know if you count
First
that as a
camera,
camera.
second camera, third
I don't like this view because
fourth,
it feels like you're looking at my nose, and I'm not sure. Did I use my
Well,
nose
this isn't
clipper?
like a. This isn't like. This isn't like a.
Yeah, that's a
camera.
video.
That's a video.
Hold on one second. They can only hear one person at a time. So I got a 4-camera shot here, basically, between the. Here, I keep trying to use my mouse. Between this camera, and this camera, and then you can share your screen. And then you can put up a lower third, and you can actually show pictures.
You can?
Yep. If I wanted to show a picture, I'd have to go to here, hit
All
photos,
pictures.
and let's go to, where's a good picture?
I just saw a weird picture.
There's lots of weird pictures.
Ooh, show
Let's
me when
do-
I was a baby, holding the butter.
Holding the butterfly. All right, so you can use this image.
I do not look good. I look like a little.
So you can add this. You can add a picture. Show a picture. And there she is holding a butterfly. You'll get rid of the lower third.
No, it's the butterfly's flying away.
How? Oh, it is. Yeah, it is flying away. That's pretty cool.
There's one where its wings were open,
Yeah.
but you didn't do that one.
Yeah. So you can add pictures. You can have a picture that says, "Where am I? Which camera am I on?" So you can have.
You're on this
That's the
camera.
problem with having so many cameras going on, is that you can have an opening picture that you start off with that says the broadcast will be starting shortly. In the meantime, mark down this Facebook page or website or your landing page for a free giveaway of some sort. To capture their information, so you can have that running to give you time, when you're starting your video to get kind of prepared and breathe and all that kind of stuff. Or you can run a video. Now, I don't have one set up that I could show you, which would be what I'm planning on doing is having maybe some type of sizzle reel, my sizzle reel that will run at the beginning, and you'll hear the music and all that kind of stuff. So the somebody asked, what am I using? I am using, oh, now that doesn't look good because I ruined it. Oh, God. I'm using Switcher Studio, which I'll show you. And as far as I know, they don't have an affiliate link that you can use. But anyway, here is Switcher Studio. This is the website, and this is your dashboard when you opt in. I chose to purchase the $199 annual plan, and that I think is a pretty good deal considering all the things you can do with it and how good it looks. It looks fantastic, and I'm on Wi-Fi. I'm not even hardwired in, and everything looks fantastic. I can see your comments now, which we could not see before. I think that's probably something that's just fairly newly added. But Switcher Studio is what it is you use. It connects to YouTube, so you can use a YouTube Live. Let's see if it shows me what else you can use. Support, no, downloads. Streaming providers. Okay, this is what. So Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Boxcast, Bamboozer, Blueframe, Concert Window, Cube, Twitch, Ustream, StreamSpot, Church Streaming, Gigi, all right, Stage It, Hitbox, Livestream, Streaming Video Provider, Periscope, Now, and Custom RTMP. So I think most of these in the smaller of logo size, you need to use the RTMP and do it manually.
What's that?
But live, Facebook Live and YouTube, and I guess Boxcast too, will automatically connect. You just got to put in your name, your username and password
We can
to do that.
YouTube?
To be able to use, yes, Ray, to use SwitcherCast for your Mac, you're going to have to download the software that allows you to do that, and to use the other stuff, you're going to need other equipment. The Osmo for the distant shot that I have, which is way up there. You're going to need an Osmo. You're going to need the DJI Go app on your phone, and that's about it. You don't need any cables. You need probably an external mic. You need an external mic so that you can have better sound than what I currently have at this moment. I can't wait to, here, I'm looking at my screen because I'm zooming in. But like I said, you can actually pan this camera, or this phone, my phone that you see me adjust, is again about 25 feet away from me, all the way across my garage. And it's on the Osmo. And I'm able to zoom in, I'm able to get a wide shot, I'm able to go from side to side, as you can see here, going from side to side, just using my finger on my iPad, which is fantastic. And you see my daughter here. There you go. It's going to be great. It's going to be great for dog training in the garage. I have some green grass over there. I don't think we can probably pan that far. But I have some green grass, which is on that half of the garage for dog training purposes. Right now I got a skateboard and a bicycle, scooter, and that kind of stuff over there.
Oh, and also another camera holder thing for the iPad.
Martin Lopez. Yeah, Martin, this is all on the iPad. I'm doing all this is happening on the iPad. Everything. As far as what I'm switching to and going to, it's all done on the iPad. Even put up this lower third, and you can customize it, make it look much better than what I have there.
We have a very big iPad.
And you can actually even make it. I can even make it. I think. Can I do it here? Maybe not. Nope. You can actually make that smaller, bigger.
Picture?
So I mean, that's a really simple one that you get with the program with Switcher Studio. You create those lower thirds in Switcher Studio and make it rounded on the corners. You do all that stuff. You can customize it, except for there's some limitations. And you can also upload a PNG lower third graphic and use that just the same as you're using here. So you can make it as fancy as you want. You can even add. Now I'm not sure if I can do that here. Let me see if I can do it.
Look how green.
I'm going
in that
to.
Picture of me, look how green the grass is.
Oh yeah. Broadcast will begin shortly. Oh, look at this.
In that tree, the big tree.
Huh. Look at that. I just added this one. And this is a custom made with Switcher. So that's what I'm talking about, being able to use broadcast will begin shortly type of graphics before you get started. Now I'm back on my iPad camera. Let's see what other graphics they have here. There's so much stuff that you can do. You can have so many assets in there.
But you can't see me.
There was one. It's called, what's it called? A test pattern? Nope. Oh, app icon. So if I wanted to have the app icon.
Show an app.
Hold on. Ray. Zip it up. Zip it up. All right, so. Oh, I can't make it. I can't make it smaller. Hold on. I need to edit it.
Nope, doesn't let you do it now either. Oh, that's way too. It's like an S with a sideways S. Why
It's
does
pretty.
it do that?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to fix this. Hold on. I'm experimenting while I'm on the fly here. Huh. I wonder why I was able to do this before. Oop. Sorry. That's the logo for Switcher Studio. If you double click on it, it automatically makes that transition. Oh, I didn't show you the other transitions you can do. All right, let me switch cameras here. There we go. So I can, you have wipe. So if I wanted to wipe, it wipes just like that. You can have cube.
I love cubes.
Oops, I didn't put a camera up, sorry. There we go. So you have to have something in preview. Twist.
I love twists. It's so cool.
And now we're dry. All right. There we go. All right.
Do twist for now on?
There's a couple other things that I'm sure that I'm missing right now that I can't, that I have not thought about showing you. But I think it's a fantastic thing. I love Switcher before. I just never found a use for it for what it is that I was doing at the time. But right now, I think it's going to be fantastic for going to locations in the community where I want to give people some training on how to do Facebook Live in their business. And that's one of the things I'm hoping to move into, is to be a consultant for entrepreneurs, small business owners, show them how they can do these Facebook Lives, create a TV show within their businesses. This makes it so much easier. All I need to do is take my iPad, 3 maybe tripods, and need to get connected to their internet. And my laptop too, so that I can share my screen if maybe they have a coupon they want to show, or want to show something that's maybe online, maybe their website and some of the tools they have available, maybe their Facebook page. We can share my screen and do that. But I can set, so that there's a massage studio, a legitimate massage studio, just so you know, Nabi, a legitimate massage studio that's fantastic. Great people. I went there yesterday. I am sore from the massage I got there. And so you can have multiple cameras set up there and even give a demonstration in one of their rooms on one of the massage therapists doing some work. You can, I can have my Osmo in there panning in the lobby to show how beautifully clean it is and legitimate it is, you know, of a massage location. Then I can have my third camera with me sitting on the couch, which is a really nice location, where I can interview the owner of that location. It's a chain of these centers, these massage centers. And so I think it's going to be a great thing. And again, it'll be so simple to take an iPad, 2 iPhones, my computer, 3 tripods, and all set up in a matter of minutes. Not all, and I was looking at all the other stuff that I have here. Actually, Ray, actually I'm going to go to this camera. Never mind.
You're going to have a bigger backpack.
Yeah, the bigger camera. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and get my Osmo and kind of show you. Way up here. All right. So again, this is all wireless. So this allows me to do this. It allows me to pick it up. Right? And I walk around. And it allows me for panning.
Can you see me?
I can. All right. So move it. So you're going to see this mess of a desk, but that's kind of what you get when you have all these wires. So down here, let me pan down. This is the Black Magic box. That's $5.99 or something like that, which was connected to an external camera, DSLR camera.
Show them the grass.
It's back there. And then I have my wireless mics, my Sennheiser mics. I have my USB mic that's right there. And see, all this equipment I needed to take with me, but now, I need to just take my wireless mics with me. And then all my my lighting systems. And I have some more portable lighting systems.
Why is that moving without you not even moving it? Like
because that's how it works. All right, so here is what the screen looks like. Let me go ahead and get out of the screen so you don't see the double. But you can see here that you just simply touch. Hopefully this helpful. I should have thought this earlier. So all you do is simply touch. So this is my laptop, right? So you just simply touch my laptop. This brings it up in the preview window. I hit preview to live, those words there, and it brings it over. Oops, sorry, I dropped down just a little bit. Let me change this. I'm not a fan. I know my daughter loves the twist, but I'm going to change it to cross dissolve. I'm going to go to this camera here, and then it'll fade over, just like that. That's how easy it is. The chat is right down here. Just hit that button, and it'll change over to chat, So as you can see the chat comments that are
Dad,
right there.
they can't see what you're doing because you're not on the
Oh.
right thing.
Thank you. So right here you can see the chat. So right down here is where you touch this. It shows chat, and here is the chat
Just
that's
don't
coming
push
in.
anything. And then
Here's the thing. All right, so you
I'm
go
like,
there.
what are you doing? I'm trying to talk, but I'm just not
I
supposed
love-
to interrupt.
My daughter's so smart. I need her around more
I'm
often.
like,
All right, here's the picture that I wanted to show, and then again, if you hit preview, it'll go over here to the live portion, and there's the whiteboard, right?
me.
And you want me to show? There's Reagan. She wanted me to show her. All right, so let me go ahead and switch now, and here is the Osmo I'm talking about. So here's the Osmo, and it's connected, and you can see that it kind of moves on its own. So if I want it to be in this particular spot, then I move it manually. But as you can see, as I move my hand, it stays in one spot. See, move my hand, and now it's staying in one spot. That's because I'm pushing on this. Oops, it's because I'm pushing on this trigger. When I release the trigger, it'll pan now, but it does it slowly. Do you see how it follows, and it kind of is a little bit delay? That's just to make things nice and smooth. When I hold down the button again, I
If you
can.
move too fast,
Yeah.
if you
So
move
watch
too fast,
here. So now you can see me. You can see me move. I'm moving my hand, and you're just seeing a slight movement. All right, you're not seeing the whole thing move. But now I take my finger off the trigger. Now watch it move now. All right, so that's one of the things about Osmo. And then if I want to pan up and down, it gives you a lot smoother movement. So here, if I hold the trigger down and I'm running or walking, it keeps everything nice and smooth. So if I'm jogging, it'll keep it all nice and smooth. So that's the beauty about this Osmo. The other thing is you connect it to your face. There's a little button you push here, and it takes an image of your face, or it puts a little thing on your face. And then if I move, it follows my face wherever I go. So if I'm moving, it automatically pans to wherever it is that I'm going. As long as you don't move too fast, it's actually pretty accurate. All right, so that's it. That's all I have for you on this particular thing. And again, this is Switcher Studio. It allows you to do such things as this, and see your comments here. This is all your assets that you're going to have. This is the preview window. When you hit go live, it moves over to the live window. This is where you change your
and there's that little
effects. This is where you do something else. Oh, that's where you go live. These are all the cameras that are connected. Andre's iPhone, display one on Andre's MacBook Pro. Let me get closer.
FaceTime, hand camera,
Facebook,
on Andy's
high
MacBook.
HD camera on my MacBook Pro and my iPhone.
iPhone.
So those are the 4 cameras I got connected to. All right. And what else is on here? There was something else. Oh, this is where you know what? I didn't show you. Shoot, one other thing. Let me see.
What are you gonna do?
How can I show you?
You can't show them, can you?
No. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how I can show you. So if you, I forget how it is. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. You can adjust. Oh, there you go. So you can adjust the exposure. Hold on, how do you do it? Oh, the problem is now you're going to see it all. How does this work? So anyway, you can adjust the exposure. I forget how you do it, but there's a way of doing that. Your white balance. So let me give you a close-up of what that looks like. So right here, this is where you can do some more zooming, focus, and exposure, and that kind of stuff. But you can do that on the fly while you are doing your broadcast. Oops, sorry, didn't switch over. All right. So I'm obviously going to need a producer to help me do all this. Maybe it'll be my daughter. We'll take care of it. Yes, but can it cook delicious ribs in minutes? No, it cannot. But Ray and I are going to do a cooking show today. What are we going to cook today? What do you want to cook? You want to cook ribs again, or maybe carnitas, an enchilada meal or something like that? What do you want to cook?
Carnitas.
Carnitas, really? We had pork yesterday, though. Carnitas is pork. We'll figure it out. It'll be maybe some type of Italian dish or something like that. All right, any other questions? Do I have any questions? So the Osmo is a replacement for the Mevo. I guess so, but it's really expensive. I forgot how much I paid for it, but let me...
Oh, that's cool. I'm barely pushing on this, holding it, and I feel it moving.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
DJI.
Am I on right now? Where I'm showing you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want me to take you off?
No.
All right, DJI online store. Osmo, right? Did I say Osmo? Am I saying that correctly? Hold on. Yep, Osmo. So I'm going to go to my screen here. All right, you're off, Ray.
Okay.
All right. So Osmo series. Osmo Mobile Silver. These are the new. I guess these are the new ones. I've had mine now for about a year, which is Osmo. I guess this is it. It's not as expensive. Shoot, it's like $169 now, from what I could tell. I think I bought it for $299. Man. No, that's not it. It's something different. Hold on. I wonder if they don't even make it anymore. It still works though. And now, I remember when I bought it. What I was really upset with DJI when I bought it is, oh look, they have a Rode video microphone in a quick release. This right here. When I bought it, it advertised on their website that you could do a Facebook Live using the Osmo app, the DJI Go app. Of course, when I got it, set it all up, the one thing you couldn't do was a Facebook Live. And so I complained, I called their offices, I sent them emails, said, well, how dare you? It says right there on the website that you can use Osmo with Facebook Live. And I was so excited to begin to use it, but they, at least during the time that I was really trying to use it for a long period of time, it couldn't be done. And then they finally said, well, that it can't be done. We're not able to do that in that app. But I just noticed today when I was setting everything up that now you can do Facebook Live directly from the Osmo. All right, so that is available.
Are you showing me right now?
What? No, I'm showing the desktop, and I was probably looking at you. I'm looking at you, so now keep it on me. All right, so yeah, I'm not able to find this Osmo that I have here because it's actually on a stand. I'm not sure if you saw the whole thing, but there's a stand that you can take off and put back on, but I don't see it. I'm pretty sure they still have it, but I think I saw them at the Apple Store. It looks like they have a GoPro connected to that, so it's probably a little bit of a different setup. Then the battery's the same or available. Everything's the same. I don't know. I do like it though. I mean, I love it. I think it works fantastically. It just was not working with Facebook Live, and it was really making me angry. Which is what I'm using, Jim Lewis. Oh, great. All right. Any other questions? Also, there's the Evo. Oh, all right. I have not used the Evo. Charmaine says I have a great idea with the TV show. My daughter has I need to have a handheld camera on me. I kind of like this. It reminds me of a real television. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, on the iPad, Martin. So Nabi, Martin, Jim, John North, who was on earlier. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Vincent, fantastic. Volume is a little low at the whiteboard. Yeah, it's too great of a distance from my iPad. So yeah, I'll definitely connect my iRig to my iPad the next time I go live using this setup. That way my my volume on my audio, it does not fluctuate. And yeah, video on the sound on the video, which is fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. And good. All right, I think I covered all the comments. So thankful. All right, that is it. I am going to go ahead and call this a good video. Those of you in the mastermind in the Business Accelerator group, which I'm simulcasting on right now, now that I'm feeling a little bit better, if you didn't know, I had trouble getting back out of Philly the other day and could not make our first call. I missed our very first call for the Business Accelerator group. I was so upset because I was spent 2 extra hours on the tarmac in Philly and so I was up in the air during the entire phone call, which I had plans to be in the Delta Club, where I would have joined you if I would have been on time with my flight. I then had to spend another 6 hours in Minnesota before I could get another flight because obviously I missed my second flight and my connection and got to LA, Orange County at about 10 o'clock at night. So And then, of course, got sick. And so now I'm feeling a little bit better. I would love to talk to all you in the Business Accelerator group. So those of you that are watching from there, I will see you there. My daughter's tilting the camera.
No, it's just tilting for some reason.
That's because you were. It's okay. Not a big deal. All right, that is it. I will talk to you guys later. Take care, and we will probably see you later because we're going to do our cooking show for those of you that are friends of mine.
You're going to be able to see the pot this time. Woo-hoo.
Yay! All right, that's it. Talk to you later. Bye.